Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, we have had quite an interesting beginning of September. We're getting ready to get some crops planted. We did go ahead and get the canola planted that was out in this field. And then also there was a little chunk down there that we turned to alfalfa. So, kind of a positive there. Um, I have had a well installed since the last time we talked, and that way I've got a water source for our animals. Um, we have a new shed. Yes, a new shed, and all those old pieces of equipment I sold off, and they covered the cost to put this open front shed up. The only thing I kept is this old weeder rotary hoe, just in case I needed to get rid of a few weeds. I have also got this Freightliner for a steal, and I mean an absolute steal. Um, this is our new lime spreader. Could be used for fertilizer as well, for dry fertilizer, but we also have this for herbicide and fertilizer. But yeah, I thought everybody would be excited to see this. This Freightliner is amazing. I did all the liming for the property with it, and although, boy, it goes fast when it spreads that far, it was worth it. We exchanged the Great Plains for a John Deere so that we had liquid fertilizer going in while we were planting. And this poor thing has been busy, let me tell you. Now, I did sell off the Agco Alice, or the Alice, and I sold off the old Ford for this Ford. It's got a little bit bigger box on it, holds a little bit more to help us out during harvest time. So, yeah. Oh, and I did get some rock delivered, as you can tell. When they built the new building, I went ahead and have them deliver some rock, and we've been cleaning all the debris that was left and the bigger stones and everything up. But today we have got to get back into the field. We have to keep on planting. Um, our next thing that we are planting is barley. We are going to put some barley over here, and this is tight quartered. Man, is it tight quartered. We're going to put some barley over here in this field. We had wheat in it last time, which was pretty good for us, but I think we need to put some barley in now. Okay, we'll unfold this. And like I said, we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to do this a little differently. I think I can make this sharp of a turn. Yeah, I can. We're going to make use of this grass area to get started with. There we go. Okay, kick that on. Put her in the ground, and away we go. This thing seeds. Oh, I'm getting a little carried away here. I got to turn her down a little. Throttle it back. We don't need to be going that like gangbusters up and down here. Oh, missed a small spot when I was going. But yeah, I have worked all of this ground and really went to town on everything through here. I wanted to be ready to plant just as soon as I could because I needed to get things done. We're really far behind. I mean, we really are. And I have a feeling we're going to run really low on fertilizer. And as you can see, I didn't show you how much money we had last time. I didn't mean to. I just didn't even think about it. Um, but before we started planting and before all these changes, plus the sale of everything, we were sitting well over $200,000, and now we're just barely scraping by with 15. But I have a feeling that will change rather quickly. Okay, let's put her down and go, 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 go. So, this has basically been all I've been doing the last few days is just getting everything planted and ready for the next season. Um, I know we need to get some really good crops in here. Ones that are going to make us a decent amount of money, but we can also do quite a bit with. Whoops. But I did try that Alice out. I used it for a little while, hooked it onto the planter, and I planted, about a quarter of that other field with it. And it just, I don't know, it just seemed like it didn't have the power that the John Deere has. So I went ahead and switched back to the John Deere. And I really have just been letting this old girl work. She's done an excellent job for as many hours as it's got. So I am impressed. I do wish I had some weights on the front. And I would like to have a different tractor than this one to be my loader tractor. Only because the cab gets in the way. I'd like to have an uncabbed tractor, to be honest. It would just suit me better. So I might be looking into that here in the near future. Switching this over to just like the cedar and hay work and get a different one for other things. Did that lift? Yes. No, it did not lift. Oh, I'll tell you. I've been so busy and just constantly in the cab of this thing, it's not even funny. There we go. It took a long time, even with this cedar. It took a long time to get to get everything done. This, it's got a nice big 30 foot spread, but it just ain't enough. I'll tell you. We'll get a run around the edge here and then do another one. And then we can go up and down the field real good. But there we go. All right, man. All this shifting of gears and everything. I forgot how nice some of the newer equipment is, but I wouldn't trade it for the world when it comes to this thing. This is a beauty of a tractor right here. But I'm going to go ahead and get to planting, and I will chat with you either when I run out or I'm done. Okay, there we are. We ran out of fertilizer on the next to last pass. I mean, you couldn't get more off kilter than that. So we'll run back. We'll go ahead and top off the fertilizer. Should be more than enough seed to finish that little strip. I don't want to get carried away only because, um, well, yeah, it gets a little expensive. Oh, and if you haven't seen our chickens, there's our chickens. I did go ahead and get chickens, and I do have a future plan for some cattle. Uh, but that could get preempted. Ooh, that's tight through there. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this won't be terribly expensive. This stuff is not cheap. Man, you can just see the old money disappearing as I fill it up. This is a pay-as-you-go type deal. Um, it's got a counter in it that automatically debits it as it goes in. Yeah, they're $5,700. Wow. Let's see. We might as well throw some seed in there while we're here. We got the seed. It'll just be ready for next time. There we go. That's another one that's a little on the expensive side, is this seed. But you gotta pay money to make money, you know? It's just what it is what it is. Wow. Well, like I said, it was close. And there's not much we can do about it. Anyway, let's get back out here and continue where we left off, and we will get this field wrapped up as quickly as possible. As you can see, we got a little rain on the way, and the next thing that I need to do, I really do need to get it done. Get this folded, is I've got to get some grass cut. I mean, it could wait. I mean, if it starts raining, well, not much I'm going to be able to do about it. But I would prefer that it waits till, well, at least till I can get it cut and baled. That would be nice. But Mother Nature doesn't play that way usually. Now, being it's grass, I mean, if it did rain on it, we could always ted it up into hay, turn it a couple of times. We'll lose a little bit, I'm sure. But losing a little bit of grass, and not the end of the world. Turning it into hay, again, not a problem. Our sheep can eat hay just as much as they can eat grass. So that is not a problem. Here we go, last pass. This is it right here. I just cannot believe this field. Well, I should say these fields, they take a considerable amount of time to get planted, but once they're planted and you think about the benefit that you're going to get from them, my word, it can take your breath away, I'll tell you. Now, one thing I haven't run into is mud. Being it hasn't rained here for quite a while, I haven't had to worry about mud or none of that. But as soon as it rains, yeah, I'm afraid that'll be the first thing to come along, is we're going to get a nice layer of mud and all of this fresh planted soil. And then, come on, the worst part that could even happen out of all of this There we go. The worst part that could happen is weeds, and lots of them. I have a feeling by next month we are going to be... Whoa, buddy. Wow. We're going to be needing to invest in weed control big time. So we have got to get some money flowing in. Now, we do still have wheat that we could get rid of and sell off. So it's not like we're without money. We do have money, and we could do some contracts for people. I'm sure there's people that need some work done that we could do. And I'd not be afraid to do that now that I have that, like fertilization contracts. Wow, this is such a tight quartered fit in here. Right about there. It'll be straight when I leave it. Yep, it is. Good deal. If it's going to rain, let's get this under cover. I mean, we're going to be using the other tractor, but might as well have this under cover. There we go. Looking good. Okay, now, next thing we need to do is get on the old 40-20 here. And the old 40-20, by the way, works wonderful with weeds. I went out there with some little weeds that I had found in that rotary hoe just to test it out, and man, this thing can get right with it. Perfect little tractor for that. Okay. Yeah, I see that little rain up there, but even if it does rain, that's okay. It'll just slow us down and stop us for today, and that's okay. Right about there looks good. Well, this thing, you know, for as long as we've had it, has done an excellent job for us. And I sure... Uh-oh. Hopefully that's not a sign of future issues. I sure thank Ed for selling it to us, because it has been a godsend, let me tell you. To this day, I will hold on to it just because of that. Looks like we're getting a pretty good yield here. I may, in the near future, before winter is up, I might take this grass field and plow it up and then replant grass in it. Just to do it, to make it look right. I think it would help out quite a bit. It would probably improve the yield, break up this soil that's been sitting for such a long period of time. So that might end up being a future deal that we do. Excuse me? Why are we not cutting the grass? I do own this, right? Right. Is there something wrong with my mower? Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Hmm. Well, there's a good reason to either invest in a new mower or to try to break this soil up. But I guess we will just mow what we can. I saw no reason whatsoever why this wouldn't be able to be mowed down, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's just see where it cuts out at. Well, I'll be darned, it just cuts out of nowhere. Huh. Well, that's going to be a problem. Okay then. Well, I guess we're gonna have to fix that, aren't we? Um, I shouldn't have sold that little plow. That little chisel. I could have used it. That'll be something else I guess we get to do in the next few days. But anyway, I'm going to mow this down and I will see you in a little bit. Okay, here we are on our last pass. We're going to see if we can't snip a little off the top up here. Maybe catch a little bit more of this. Just by doing something like this. Yeah, there we go. We can catch just a hair bit more of that field. Yeah, this is weird. I was not expecting this. Not at all. So, yeah, we'll probably have to plow in between. Well, this is able to be got, so we'll go ahead and get it. I want to get as much of this as I can. Really crunch on it there. Well, it's getting a little bit of it. And I believe that's going to be it right there. I don't think we'll be able to get much more than that. We got that little strip over there. That's really weird. I'm perplexed by this. I'm not sure why it's doing it. It got here, but won't let it have right there. I don't know. That's okay. Not the end of the world. We still are getting some grass and potentially hay off of it. I think I'm going to go ahead and, since it's going to rain, I don't know if I want to go ahead and try and do anything with it or not. Oh, I don't have a tedder to even do anything with it. I didn't even think about that. So I guess I'm gonna have to make it a grass bale. Well, we're gonna need a bigger tractor. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this can handle the tedder or the windrower. I don't know, to be honest. I've never even tried to use it on it. See what happens. We shall see what happens. Oh, you'll have to excuse me for just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I had a phone call come in. It was just the dealership checking on me, seeing how I was liking the items that I had purchased from them. So I had a good recommendation for them. Well, it looks like we missed a little bit up there in the top end. We'll go back up and see if we can get it. Just rerun it this way. That ought to do it. Okay, I guess we'll have to get that a different way. Not a problem. Man, this little 4020 sure is a handy little tractor, I'll tell you. It just gets the job done, you know. Good little hay tractor. I wish I could get a front loader for it, but it's just too valuable to me as a hay tractor. Than whoop, what happened? Okay, let's try this again. It's just too valuable to me as a hay tractor versus anything else, so I'm just going to keep it that way and just use it for haying. When I look for another tractor, I want something that's got a real sturdy front end. Something that can really, handle the weight of a couple of bales on it. Something that comes with wheel weights. I don't have to buy a weight for the back of it in order for it to work. Those kind of things. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this windrow up, and we'll talk to you here in a few. This is one of those steps that just kind of makes me wish I had a swather that put a windrow down like this. Might need to look into that to the future because it could save me a lot of time versus what I'm doing right now. Okay. Let's get back over here. And it looks like we are out of time for this episode. So I am going to continue and try to get some of this baled. I do have some net wrap. So anything that does get baled will be protected. But yeah, anything we don't get baled, we'll have to get creative with it, which isn't a huge deal. We can take care of that problem. We could always TED it and then redo it once again, so won't be the end of the world. Let's see here if we can get this backed up into place. And then this tractor will no longer be useful when it comes to this part of it. Its purpose will have been done. So let's do this, and we'll get it backed into the shed where it belongs. Boy, look at our sheep. They are producing wool like crazy already, which is great. I'm very glad to hear that. That should be good enough. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching. It looks like the rain's getting closer. We will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.